welcome to this episode of Conversation with a Chef. I'm Jo Ritty and I love sharing with you the conversations I get to have with talented and passionate chefs. It's the backstory, if you will, to the food they're putting up. I begin today by acknowledging the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nation, traditional custodians of the lands and airwaves of Naarm where this conversation takes place, land which was never ceded, land where communities came together to eat seasonally, locally and without exhausting resources. I pay my respects to the elders past and present and to any First Nations people listening today. Today I'm talking to Murat Ovaz at I Carusi in St Kilda, and I felt as though I was catching up with an old friend. I spoke to Murat when he opened Yagiz in South Yarra about 6 years ago, and that was such a fun conversation about the adventures that had got him into hospitality and becoming a chef. The food at Yagiz was next level. Murat was putting up clever interpretations of the food he grew up with in Turkey, and his creativity and talent earned him a loyal following. The person I had coffee with and chat with today was a much more relaxed version of the Murat I first met. Stepping into the kitchen and becoming co-owner of Southside pizza institution I Carusi II was the change Murat needed, and we talked about how he got there, what he's learned about pizza, as well as next week's Four Hands dinner with friend and celebrity chef Colin Fassnidge to celebrate I Carusi II's 20th anniversary. This chat was everything I love about Conversation with a Chef. Getting to sit down and hear such great stories about people's lives and passion is such a privilege, and I'm endlessly grateful. Thank you.
I'm late.
That's all right.
I just see someone talk. So what's been happening?
It's been busy. Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Busy is good.
Busy's good, yeah.
No one can complain. I like your earrings.
Thank you.
It's
I
nice.
know they are nice. It's my talking to chef earrings.
Yeah, it's not heavy, right?
No, it's. I think it's like a plasticky thing. Yeah.
Oh, okay,
it's like
okay.
laser cut.
It's not a metal.
No, that might be a bit.
okay,
might be a bit dangerous, yeah, or a bit too edgy. Yeah. And what's been happening for you? Because you look totally different. So I feel like you've had a whole lifestyle transformation.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a bit more relaxed now.
Yeah.
And I'm still doing beating pieces.
Yeah.
You know, it's always running this. So,
Yeah.
So a bit different than track road, obviously.
Yeah. Because I hadn't really caught up with the news that Yagiz had gone, and you went, and then now it's Yarn, is it, in that place?
I think so. Called Yarn, modern Chinese.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
And I was looking back over our chat, and so I was surprised because it's such a shift to a neighbourhood pizza place, but great. How did it happen?
Right, okay, like I was on holiday and in Turkey. I think I was in Bodrum, or I was in Istanbul when I think I was in Bodrum, lying on the beach, you know, just relaxing. And as you know, I was recording.
Yeah.
Okay. So as you know, Yagiz is a couple of investor. And, you know, like it's not only the main, you know.
No, that's right.
Some, you know, like there's the money right behind it, you know, like it's, you know, like first 2 years was spot on, you know, like it's no problem. And we get along, you know, like hanging out together, time, blah, blah, blah. But Wednesday, you know, is the reality start to kicks in, you know, like I start to feel, you know, like we are totally different on the business respects, you know, like the priority I have, you know, like the create a good food, you know, like the create a good vibe, make a good vibe. I mean, good wine is, but for them it's totally different, just a number.
Yeah.
You know, you know, like it is business works in numbers. End of the day, you know, like there's no blame game. All right, it is, you know, like obviously, you know, like when you do some investment, you need to see some result as well.
Sure.
But, you know, like that's why I say but this is life priority. You know, like is the expectation what I have from the project expectation, but what they have on the project was start going a different direction. And and then I said to myself, "Wow, what was the point pushing out? You know, like the rather than selling your soul, you know, like is doing something different." And then you know, like is, and I start to feel I can't take the place on the next level anymore. You know, like there's a place rich to be, where is rich to be. You know, like it's concept wise. You know, like this, and then you know, like but unfortunately, you know, like the. Look, when you start to feel, you know, and you know the consequences. You know, like when you start to feel you're not creating anymore. There's only the one way.
That's right.
Yeah,
well,
right.
I remember you said, if you're not happy, you can't create.
I absolutely, you know, like this one. I'm the one of those guys. You know, like the mood is very important for me. The creation, you know, like if you see the good things, you know, like it's around you, you know, you can do very very cool stuff. I mean, I don't know. It was the case just for me, and then I made a call and I said, guys, you know, like, do you know what, you know, like we're together 5 years now, and that's been pleasure. You know, like that was good. We had good days, bad days. We go through COVID together, and I appreciate you know, like the opportunity to having a restaurant on Turak Road, but I feel, you know, like it needs to be take the plugs off, and I give you guys also the opportunity, you know, like to make something more, you know, and manageable for you guys, you know, like and then, you know, like they say, yeah, okay, yeah. And then they turn into the modern Chinese, which is, I think, is doing very well now. I mean, you know, like there's no bad blood. I never wished it, you know. Bad stuff, yeah.
And it's good, and it's like, well, it's probably like any relationship. Yeah, it's good if you can call it at that point rather than letting it drag on till it does become.
Absolutely,
you know,
yeah. And then, you know, like the when I made that call, you know, this one, the I Carusi was my favorite local restaurant.
Yeah.
And I mean, I had like pizza here maybe twice a week. You know,
wow.
Like the one takeaway, I call them, you know, like before I finish the work, grab, go, and another one I come on the day off. And then she said to me one day, and you basically here every day, so why you not cooking over it?
Wow.
And so yeah, that does happen. You know, like this, I Carusi wasn't a plan.
No.
And then I Carusi wasn't a planned project. You know, like but you know, like when I see you know, like there's a vibe in this place, is obviously it's totally the opposite than what I have been doing last few years, because
that's right.
You know, like you do, you know, like there's a wine matching, you know, like the few courses and that, but this one is a more relaxed, you know, like a more chill place. People coming here, order a couple of entrees, one pizza, glass of wine or glass of beer, and then deal is done, finish, they're home in 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, like, you don't have to be, you know, like, obviously, like, we still have, you know, like a good wine list, you know, like we have a good pizza, but, you know, like, overturn us totally, the vibe is totally different, you know, like, you don't have too much, you know, like, the over stress to look after people.
Yeah. What did you know about pizzas before?
Well, I mean, you know, the pizza. I was a good eater.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
I was a good eater. But the thing is, I made a couple of visits to Europe.
Okay.
Before to cover it.
Yeah.
You know, like to make my research. You know, like how things works. You know, like what was combination. You know, like how they do the menus. You know, like how they create. You know, like how many pizzas should have on the menu. You know, like how you know, is do the balance, you know, like doing, and then, you know, like the week come out. We didn't change right away, and
so it's Neapolitan.
Yeah,
now.
we're doing Napolitan now.
And what was it?
Roman.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And they were doing like 55% fermentation. You know, like 55% water they were using. We're using 75 at the moment. So water level is more higher, and the difference is, you know, like they have a more crust on the bottom. You know, like the layers is more thinner. You know, like but our style is we have the crust is around more mubbly. You know, and then it's the on the middle little bit more soggy in the Napoli style. You know, like,
and is that is that because you noticed that? I mean, is that better for you?
Wasn't better. Is it about like this the way to you like the pizza? Like the for me, like. For me, like this, as we mentioned that before, I do what I like, and I like their pizza, but there was the room to improve.
Yeah.
And like there's not many places, like in Melbourne, you can have very good Napolitan pizza.
Okay.
I have been like a quite few places. I'm not giving the name out. It's I don't wanna offend my Italian friends. It is few good pizza places in Melbourne, but like this, like any other cultural restaurant, like they starting good, and then it's after a while, like everything's turned into the money. Like the. Do you know what I mean? Like it's not just I'm talking about like this any particular restaurant. I'm talking about the general, the cultural sell restaurant. Like the Chinese, Italian, Turkish. Like it's starting very well, and then after a while, like everything turned into the number. Like I think it's changed. But that's what we're trying to doing here. Like obviously there's people saying sounds a bit odd. Turkish chef is selling the Italian pizza. Like they say, why you do that? It is, like the about the things I like. Like the it's selling the pizza. There's no problem for me because you selling the good product. Like you selling I mean, we have a sign there. We say it's best pizza in the world. Maybe it's not best pizza in the world, but it's definitely, I mean, it's one of my business partner put there. I don't know why he did that, but the thing is, I guarantee you, like we are top 5 in Melbourne on the pizza.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so proud of the product what we is serving.
Like, I mean, it makes sense though. If you're a top chef and you really know what you're doing, why can't you make?
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand how ingredients go together, and you understand about fermentation and all of that stuff. So why couldn't you do the best pizza? Just because you're Turkish.
Yeah, that's correct.
Or if I'm a New Zealander, I could, surely if you understand the way things work.
Yep. And also, like, I'm still doing my Turkish. The pop-ups anyway. We did 2 already, and then last one was on the last Sunday, and we did a midday racket, and we had a nice Turkish music here, and then we closed the restaurant for lunch. We start 1:00, and then my old Yagiz customer were here. We had a good time until 7:00. I still do that pop-up once a month, and it's obviously, like as you mentioned that before, it's totally different lifestyle at the moment.
And it's interesting because I've moved back to this side, like the seaside, from being in Richmond for like 9 years. And, but when I was saying to you, when I first moved to Melbourne, I was in Elwood for 2 years. And it's nice being back in St Kilda. It's such a different vibe, and on a Saturday morning, it's actually really nice to have come here because it's and the evenings here, it's a totally different atmosphere to
different
Toorak
crowd.
Road. It's like,
different crowd.
Yeah. And so, you still love cooking.
I still do cooking.
Yeah, and you still enjoy it and have that.
I absolutely. No, I'm not. I didn't give up cooking. No, I mean I can't.
No.
The thing is, like I need to do things, and I'm still doing a couple of shifts behind the oven there, and then I do my once a month to Turkish pop-up. I start to do a couple of Instagram recipes, to sharing with all Turkish recipes with the people. I haven't mastered yet, like I'm a bit social media disabled, I guess.
Well, I don't know. I look at what other people are doing because people. Look at me. Look, I'm not really high tech either. And people are like, you should be doing videos. Oh, no, that's a whole other ball game. It's one of those. I still cooking. I mean, good.
I haven't give up on that. I don't think I can give up on that one now.
No.
And Colin is coming this.
I know, and I love that. And so it's 20 years anniversary for the restaurant.
Yes, 20 years anniversary, and then, and so we, he said to me he wants to try the oven, and I said, okay, you're more than welcome, my friend. Oven is yours.
Right. Okay.
Will be fun, you know, like, yeah, he's a Colin, you know, like, as we mentioned, he's, you know, like, that's why I think we get along very well. We thinking, like, most of the thing is the same.
Yeah.
How the hospitality works, you know, like, that's why we get along well. And then he wants to do things, okay, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, I was going to ask you how that works. And so how it works is you just let him do what he wants. What will the menu be? It was based on his
no, absolutely.
style,
like we will do 3 entree, and so he do 2 entree, I do 1 entree, and then following by we will do, like, I do 1 pizza, Turkish pizza, and then he doing 1 Irish pizza. I don't know what's inside.
What's an Irish pizza?
And so he wanted to do his own Spain, you
Yeah,
know, like
okay.
and he sent me a couple of pictures, and then, you know, like, and then he coming in Friday, and then we do the dessert as well. I do the dessert. So three dishes he do, 3 dishes I do, and then will be 6 courses, and it's almost sold out anyway, you know, like this.
Yeah. How many does it seat here?
We can do 65 on 1 seating.
Okay.
You know, like we have around 45 here, and then we do 15, 20 upstairs. It depends.
Yeah.
If it's nice weather, we can put another 10 outside. But in Melbourne, it's very difficult to get
No, that's right.
nice weather. Yeah.
That's exciting. And so it's quite a small kitchen. Do you just work there together?
I have been worked more smaller kitchen
Have
than
you?
this. Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
This is nice. This is okay.
Yeah.
Manageable. The
Yeah.
size of the restaurant we have.
Yeah. Yeah, I was reading back over what we'd talked about you and Colin, and how that was a real turning point when you'd come to Australia, that he really gave you the direction you needed, and it's really nice that you've kept in. Like, it's great to have those kinds of friends.
Absolutely, yes.
And then to be on an equal footing as well, you know. Like,
Yeah.
So yeah, it's nice.
No, he's a very good friend and very good chef. You know, like.
So where is he mainly based? In Sydney.
Sydney, yeah, in Sydney.
Yeah.
He don't have a restaurant anymore, unfortunately, and
Yeah.
because he's too busy with TV.
Yeah.
He do a few different shows now, MKR, you know, like some garden cooking show,
Yeah.
and they do like the Asia, do the few different countries. Mongolia, they have been Mongolia recently, and
Okay.
it's busy. He not at the restaurant anyway.
Yeah, it's a different style, but then I guess that's you know, it's great to have that as a possibility, especially, like, you know, sustainability of being a chef. It's hard work, so it's nice that there's these other options of sharing, like, obviously his love for food and so on TV. Would you ever go on TV?
I think being a TV chef is you need to have a good aura, right?
Yeah.
And you know, like and I don't think I'm the one of those guys. You know, like, I'm not sure. You know, like we did a couple of small shot with chandelier for the SBS food, and everyone said it was okay. But I mean, you know, like when I see the camera, I start to feel pressure. Even you know, like sometimes, you know, like it's recording this, you know, like it's
Of course.
it's make you I'm not sure, you know, like if it's one day is opportunity come along, so why not and give it a shot? But you know, I don't know.
Yeah. So this dinner's next week, Saturday, is it? The dinner is next week.
Dinner is 24th of Saturday. Yeah. And then
It'll be fun.
and we'll be fine, yeah. And then, you know, like this one is at home at the moment, and hopefully I will do another project, but I don't know when. It has to be right place on the right time. The Turkish cuisine will come back for sure,
Yeah. Great.
but we will see when. Now is, you know, like this one is keep me busy enough, and sometimes I get bored. But you know, is you know.
Well, that's life, though. I think
It's
okay to be. You can't always be on.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you can be bored time to time. You know. And it's the thing is, like this, still, like there's all those Yagiz customers coming here having a pizza, like I said, where we know you from? And I said, oh God, here we go again. And I said, well, I don't know. So, you're the Turkish chef, aren't you? Yes. Yes. I used to have the restaurant in Turak, I said, why are you not doing this Turkish? And I said, well, so this place is very difficult one to turn into something else.
No, I think so. That's right.
Okay.
After 20 years, yeah.
So, and you need to respect the
That's right. I think you'd have a riot.
Yeah,
on your hands,
is you have to respect the place, you need to respect is the people who are coming here last 20 years, and this one, this one I think they should be as it is,
Yeah. So maybe somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Right time, the right place, why not, yeah.
Exactly. It's exciting. Well, it's going to be a big couple of days here, isn't it, with St Kilda Festival as well.
Yeah, St Kilda Festival is always hit and miss on this side of town because, they finish opposite side of the pub.
Yeah.
And there's not much going on this end. It's the lunchtime. Last year we opened was very quiet, but dinner is generally busy.
Yeah.
Young, drunk people.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, and you have to have them, but you're not very keen to have them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So you open 7 days.
No, we used to open 7 days, but I close on Tuesday now.
Yeah.
It's too much.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Place needs to be day off as well. This old place.
Yeah. Thank you. It's nice to see you again.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's
been a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to remember when was it? 4 years or 5 years? Definitely was before COVID, right?
Yeah. Well, you just opened, so it must have been 5 years. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of Conversation with a Chef with Murat Ovaz at I Carusi II. If you liked what you heard, you can check out all the goodness on Instagram at I'll just spell it, at MURATOVAZ and at I Carusi II, so that's ICARUSI number 2 _ St Kilda, just with the ST, Kilda. If you'd like to hear more stories from other chefs, I'm on Instagram at Conversation with a Chef. You can read the chat and become a subscriber at www.conversationwithachef.com. I'd love it if you told a friend about my chats, and of course you can follow me and rate me on Apple and Spotify podcasts. I also seem to have made my way onto Amazon and Audible podcasts. Once again, thanks so much for listening. Have a great day and bon appétit.